Well, I figured this would be a good time to talk about it. It's pretty early in the morning. I'm over in North Carolina. If you guys don't know, we just got hit with a pretty good storm and some more storms actually rolling in. I am without power at the moment. I have lost power. I have a friend up in Virginia. He's lost power. And I have some people and friends down in South Carolina. It looks like a lot of them still do have power. So just some areas of North Carolina, some areas of Virginia got hit pretty hard. Now, up in Virginia, there's a bunch of snow, but anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is UPSs, so uninterrupted power sources. I figure it's relevant. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to put all my mining rigs on a UPS, and that way I can, just run everything, and when the power goes out, it all stays online. That's great, but it doesn't, unfortunately, the batteries that come in most of the UPSs won't actually run your rigs long enough to sustain you through a significant power outage. Now, what they will do, and this is what I'm doing for my router and my modem, is they'll keep it up if you have flickers. So it kind of cleans up the power, and it doesn't let those intermittent power jumps actually make it to your devices. So if I spent the money and actually put every one of my rigs on a UPS, that might actually fix some of my issues, because I don't have necessarily the best power in the world. I'm not in the best area. I'm kind of out in the country a little bit, so we do have little random power flickers, and that will kick some of my rigs off. Most of mine do come back on, but every now and then it kicks one off and I have to go manually turn it back on. So UPS's uninterrupted power sources, I was going to show you guys like what they are, but my computer won't cut on because there's no power. So I'll put some links down below. I'll grab some off my phone, and just some examples. So don't think of them as something that will keep your mining rigs running for any sustained amount of time. Think of them as basically like a small a little battery backup to get you through short spells, or little spikes kind of thing, or short outages. The UPS that I'm running on my modem and router, it will run for, since my modem and router don't pull a lot of power, it'll run for I've had it run for almost half a day one time, but it's not a big one, it's not a fancy one. I think I spent like $50 on it, and I've had it for quite a while now. And you can buy big, bad, expensive ones that will actually have a lot of power, but at that point it's like, is it really worth it? Because I don't go without power very often. We do have the little skips here and there, but this is the first time I've legitimately been out of power for more than an hour, and I'd say maybe a year, probably around this time last year. So is it needed? Kind of like yesterday when I talked about like the Wi-Fi plugs and setting all this stuff up to manage your farm remotely. If you're going to be around and you can actually turn those things back on and you're not going to be away, is it needed? Probably not. Now, is it nice to have? Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Normally, this is when I'd like show you guys stuff on my screen. I'd like my face would go down in the corner, but yeah, it feels weird I haven't legitimately been out of power in a hot minute, so it kind of feels really weird to just sit here and talk. But I'm gonna go try and get some shut-eye. We got some crazy wind last night. It kept my dogs up, which kept me up, and I am absolutely just, I'm beat. I feel tired. Probably look tired, don't I? Ooh. All right, guys, peace out, have a good one. And if you guys have any recommendations, drop them down below for UPSs, or what you're doing for like small battery backup, that kind of thing. I know there are some people that are running solar, so they have little small battery bank, or the guys that aren't just running straight grid tie. And I always wanted to get into that and do something like that, but the batteries are expensive, and the battery ROI is just like take a long time to break even on some big bad UPSs, So now there are some areas that have dirty power, and what that means is, like, say you'll get brownouts and stuff and your voltage won't stay up. that can actually hurt electronic devices. And in those areas, running a UPS is like absolutely critical because you need your voltage to be stable. I'm not in an area like that. Whenever my power goes out, it doesn't necessarily brown out, which it just cuts off. So a little bit different in that situation, because like, say for example, you have 240 volts and it drops down to like 190, but it holds that. That's horrible on your electronic devices. But now if you have 240 volts and the power goes out, like off, and then comes back on, still not great, but nowhere near the damage that running a brownout situation and like 190, 180 volts sustained. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not an expert. I don't know it all. Just trying to show you guys and tell you guys what I'm doing. If you don't like it, I guess you don't have to listen to it. But anyway, I'm going back inside. I'm cold, and I'm gonna try to get some heat pumping here in a little bit. Later, guys. Peace out. See you on the next one. Adios.